Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Happy New Year. This is the first episode of the year.
Hi
Yeah,
guys.
we haven't had an episode in like 3, 4 weeks. Yeah, we've been busy. The holiday got us. Yeah, it's had to cut. We were doing things and doing things, and see. Then some of us, our phones died. And I'm sure you're wondering what happened to Mapalo. He's not been sending us podcast messages anymore. It's because my phone died, and I haven't really been able to like be on my feet again. So after my phone died, I borrowed. It took me like 2 weeks to actually get a phone from my mom, the Techno shit phone. It sucks. It's a very bad phone.
He's been talking about how much it sucks.
It sucks. It sucks. I
Yeah.
hate it. I totally hate it.
Yeah.
But I had it for like longer than a week. But I was like, let me finally just put WhatsApp on this, and I did, and I hate it. And guess what? It also dies today,
Having a bad year, yeah?
in
It's already
January.
starting.
It's right, November 10. November 10, eh? November 10, but it's still
Today
more.
is not the 11th?
No, 11th is tomorrow.
Oh, all right.
Today is the 10th, and it's taken this long. Jesus
Okay.
Christ. Anyway, welcome back to the new year. Welcome back to the Shimi Podcast. Toast isn't about, so it's just me and our new host. No, she's guest. You're the host. You'll be coming.
I can be coming every day,
You can be
but
coming
I'm
every
a
day.
guest today.
Okay, today she's a guest.
Yeah.
Her name is.
Christabel. Do I have to put my surname or just the first name?
I think it's right.
Let's just stick with Christabel, yeah?
Do you have any nicknames?
Huh?
Any nicknames?
Any nicknames? Christy. Yeah,
Christ-
Christabel, Christy, better like that.
Okay,
We
Vakiri.
are leaving out our government names today for sake of
For the sake of not
the
doing too
socials.
much. Not doing too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is Vakiri. Vakiri, what? How are you doing this year?
Uh, I can say this year started off on a good note. There's no sad things going on yet. We can put that yet here. Yeah. So 2025 is a great year. I have a feeling that 2025 is a great year, and we'll have to see by the end of the year if it will be proved right.
I hope so. I really do want this year to be great. It's not starting off. It hasn't started off
It
well.
hasn't started off properly for you.
For
I
me,
can imagine.
the end of December. December is supposed to be partying, but you're looking for funds for your phone.
Oh yeah.
January, supposed to be sending kids to school, but thank goodness I don't have kids.
Sending which kids? I was about to ask that question. Like, hey, we're having kids now.
Anyway, my nephews and nieces are around. As Uncle
Oh.
Palo, you have to like send them back with something. But
Can you imagine?
can you imagine my when my phone died, right? And I was using the like come better.
You
fine,
have
right?
evidence for it.
I was using this phone, right?
Yeah.
Then my nephew, it was ringing, and my nephew was like, Uncle Palo, that's your phone.
These nephews, kids of this generation, huh?
I
The
t-
disrespect.
No, wait. But Uncle Palo, that's your phone. Like, yes, it is. Uh, what happened to your phone? I was like, my phone died. So you just can't buy a new one.
Yeah. Like, am I going to use lives for that?
So me, I'm just like, my chair.
Yeah.
You think you just wake up and go buy a phone?
Allow mind. I think I just can't buy a new one.
Why can't you
Because
just-
he's gotten used to seeing big phone.
Hey.
Like, yeah.
Just because him is thin and he has a phone.
Ew. Just trade.
That's
Probably
true.
I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I even have another story for you. Another story where so because I didn't have a phone with WhatsApp, right? I didn't want to put WhatsApp on the Techno. I was using WhatsApp Web, right?
Okay.
So I tell my nephew, okay, do this. I'll buy you bundles and you hotspot me on my PC,
All right.
so I can like if I have to communicate with clients, I'll use WhatsApp Web instead of anything instead of putting my number into this shit phone,
All right.
right? Yeah. So I tell him, much I buy you bundles, I'll be hotspotting. I was like, okay. Then what does this boy do? He's like, let me even put a limit on it so you don't finish my bundles.
What do you mean? They're now yours? In your phone.
Eh,
Oh, yeah.
Putting a limit on bundles I bought for you.
And to some extent, I do not relate. I don't know if it's because I'm not mingling with kids so much. Just
You never
Yeah,
been around kids that much?
I actually have nieces, but they are older now. But I never had time or to spend time with them when we were this young. So
What's the
it's not
oldest?
like I have had experience with babies. I only see them from a distance. Maybe they would come over for a weekend, which is once in a while, once in 2 years, once in 3 years, like that. So I don't know how much I would interact or with the babies and they're like. So it's kind of it's something I'm looking forward to. Let me put it like
You're
that.
looking forward to kids?
Not my own. Maybe
Other
my
people's.
siblings. I'm obviously waiting for my siblings to have kids, get to experience them from a certain angle. But I love babies.
You love
Let me
babies?
put it like that. Yeah.
Not really for me though. But move a bit closer.
Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Not
I was
really.
beginning to get comfortable.
They can be comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, so do you have any resolutions for the new year?
Any resolutions? Okay. I think my biggest resolution, something that was in my head as we were ending the year 2024, was to be more outgoing this year. I'm the type of person who's enclosed. Like, I know my classmates would argue with me right now. Like, my program mates would be like, Krista, they're enclosed. But it's because of that's the side of me that I show to them. But I'm a person who's mostly in my closet. I'm mostly in my shell, doing what I want on my PC, watching series, and I barely have time to go out there, experience what's out there, interact with more friends, socialize more. So it's something that I want to work on. Like, not that I'm trying to make new friends, obviously, that's a chore for me. That's really hard to make more friends. But at least be out there, see what the world is. Not that I'm mentioning clubbing here, but obviously
Kuchalo.
attend,
Krista wants to
attend
go Kuchalo. Someone take Krista to Kuchalo.
karaoke. Yeah, attend karaoke. Uh, Obviously, a vacation if money allows. Do one or two things, but I just want by the end of the year, I'll be like, okay, at least I did this. At least I've found a way to not be in my room all the time. Maybe I have friends. We decide to go out just for us. And that's what I'm trying to look forward to. The second resolution that I can put on is, okay, you're staring at me, it's freaking out.
Relax,
But no, it's
Auntie.
all right. And I'm even surprised I don't have my social anxiety right now. It's something that I struggle with. But maybe, yeah, you're making me feel some comfortable, yeah.
I'm a comfortable human being.
Yeah. So the second resolution is me working towards my goals. There's a certain way that I have been working towards my goals, but it's not like I'm not giving it my 100%. The whole resolution this year is just giving it my 100% because I feel like the more you're in your chill zone, as long as you're getting things done, you're relaxed. You get what I mean, right? But if you put in more effort, there'll be a lot of outcomes that you have to enjoy later in life. And I do not want to be average. So certain way that I'm trying to like, okay, goals, obviously school-wise, this is me like, yeah, but anyways, we're not getting there, right? So generally, I just want to work towards my goals, better in myself, and we'll see. You never know. We are good at talking in January, and then it's June. You're already crying. You already messed this up. But I hope it doesn't work like that this year.
I think in as much as there's this thing of messing up and then crying, I feel like we should give ourselves grace. That's one thing I failed to give myself a lot of the times because I'm really hard on myself. I love it myself. So I feel like you should give yourself grace even if there's like a mess up somewhere somehow because as human beings it's kind of inevitable to mess up.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
But I feel like
Then
there are times when we have the power not to, and we choose to mess up, and then
yeah,
that will end up eating you up.
yeah,
You
and
already had
and
an
if
option.
and even if you do end up doing something that you weren't supposed to do and it messes you up, still give yourself grace. Like, okay, cool. I wasn't supposed to do this. I did it, but
Yeah,
let's
because you
move.
wanted to at some point.
As is, but let's try and like move better from this and learn from our mistakes and learn to be better.
Yeah.
Like I never really have resolutions to be honest.
For real?
I never really
You
have.
just leave.
And most of the times I just live. But
Wow.
this year, I gained a new baby sister.
For real?
No, not like that. I do this thing for baby sistering people.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah. Anyway, what's her name? Cowboy. Yay!
You almost forgot her name. Yeah, I'm going to
Anyway,
get shouted for this.
no, she understands. Anyway, Cowboy gave me a small book. It's about beating anxiety, having hope, and stuff like that. And from the interactions her and I have had, we've kind of talked about like these things, right?
Oh yeah.
So it was actually pretty good that she gave it to me, and I was like, oh, cool. I haven't started reading it yet, sadly.
Why? And how long actually getting you?
It's been 2 weeks, I think. And it's pretty small. It's pretty small. The thing is, I don't really like reading.
Oh, okay.
Reading for me is a
And
lot.
no, I think it's just this generation. You can't really beat up yourself for that. We do not like reading. It's like
It's true. I think that's true.
okay, you know what I mean? Right?
Reading is work to me. To be honest.
You need to start to get on into it, especially as someone gave it to you. But anyways.
Yeah, and the thing because it was a gift, and she said she's also reading it because she suffers the same stuff. Um, I feel like I should read it, and I want to read it. I want to finish it. That's maybe like one of my resolutions to actually read like a small book and finish it. Not saying I'm going to read any other more books because I'm auntie or
I
uncle.
know.
Guys.
Okay.
Also, get a new phone, man. Need a new.
That's a resolution.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, but I want to be better at saving. That's one thing. I need to be better at saving. Because rainy day funds, right?
Oh yeah.
Rainy day funds. I suck at saving, but I genuinely just want to improve myself. I want to be a better farmer.
Wow.
Yeah, as
Big
farmer,
goals, huh?
farmer boy Palo. Yeah. I want to be the biggest egg distributor in the world. Vibes. No, I'll be your plug for
I can
eggs.
imagine.
I'll be your plug for eggs, right?
Oh, yeah, but you're already on that route.
Yeah,
How's
yeah.
it going for you?
It's right now the eggs are slow. It's more on the broilers part. I've been doing a lot of deliveries though for the broilers. That kept me busy. Like farming has. It's funny how I never thought myself never thought of myself as a person who would be into like farming like that. But I kind of am, which is weird. Damn, I'm getting old.
All right, I've never seen myself like that. I've never even pictured myself in that. And then I don't even know why, because my dad is big on farming. He's big on goats, cows, milk. That like, oh, it's rain season. He's constantly asking people, oh no, is it raining that side? Oh, how is it? Like, how was last night? Just like that. Then there's me. I have zero interest, but I think it comes with age. Yeah,
Maybe,
when I grow
maybe,
more,
maybe.
I'll start to see life from a different angle. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. The thing is, with me with farming is that I can put in the work to an extent. I don't see myself being okay. I do.
An obsessive farmer.
And
If
as-
there's a word for it.
I. Of course, I'm going to be in the chicken run. I'll feed them. Put water, clean the chicken run. That's as much hands-on as I can be. Also do the selling and stuff. But if it's going to get to like let's say 1,000 chickens, I'm not doing that.
You
As
have
in,
to
as
have
in,
forecast for it.
as in, I can finance it. God willing, God, pray to God, 1,000 breads.
Yeah.
God, you're listening, 1,000 breads. We'll be doing that every 5 weeks. Yes, yeah, right. I can finance it, perfect. But being in because just
Like 24/7 attention to your chicken.
because it's work. It's literally work. You have to be there constantly. The environment has to be clean, otherwise they'll die. They have to drink
They're so
enough water, otherwise they'll die. The right food, otherwise they won't gain weight. They won't get fat, and you won't sell them. You'll sell them later on because you have underfed them, and then they have to stay like a week or two longer just for them to get right. Meaning you've already lost some money. But anyway, that's enough.
Yeah,
That's
you're already confusing me, and I'm just like, okay, let me try to follow here. What is it?
anyway.
Yeah.
So my plan or my resolution this year is just to be better at saving, read that book, get a new phone, and progress in my farming. And also, I think I want to be better at content creation.
Content creation.
Not this side. This
Not
side.
this type of content.
No. This side I'm set.
All right.
This side I'm set. But I feel like I want to vlog more in terms of my. What's that? Okay, I want to vlog more.
Wait, are we seeing another person behind us?
No. I was checking the time.
All right.
I want to vlog more in terms of my like the chickens.
Okay.
Like a day in the life of
Farmer. So
of chicken
you
pie.
have more customers.
Yeah, maybe that
People
way.
viewing you
Yeah, in
and
terms of
more.
yeah, in terms of a marketing strategy, it feels like it could work. It could work pretty well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that is the plan for me this year. So when I get a new phone, and you start seeing to my posts, no, I drove to Kasumba to sell chickens.
Then you're working towards your goals.
Yeah, I'm
this
working
year,
towards my goal. Yeah. So watch out on my TikTok, on my TikTok channel.
No, can you please tell them what name you have?
I don't even know. What is it?
Pink socks.
Oh, it is. It is. It's Pink Socks 97. I
Mr.
don't know.
Pink socks. In case they forget, they should reach out to me. I'll give them.
Yeah, I
'Cause
reach out to
that's-
Christabel. What's your TikTok handle?
Wait, isn't it just Christy? Yeah, Christy.
Lakiri.
Wow.
Lakiri. Yeah. Anyway, those are my resolutions for the year, and I hope I should have realized at least two by April, May.
At least you should work towards them.
And at least in she progress na kama nanga. Otherwise in she
And I'm pretty sure the first on your list is your phone.
the first time
We
I
are
list is the
obsessed with
phone.
phones.
No, I'm not obsessed with phones. I just need to have a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not obsessed with phones. I just need to have a phone. So yeah. Anyway, the topic at hand today is a bit sensitive, not really sensitive, is it?
It's a
Here
little
and
bit in
there.
between.
Here and there in between. So there's a question, right? Ask me this question first. Have you ever been scammed? Not gonna ask me.
Have you ever been scammed?
Kind of, sort of. All right. Okay, so let me explain myself, right?
All right.
So phone problems, right? So I got a phone from someone who blessed me, and they were like, if you find a solution to it, yeah, you can have it, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of work towards it. Then the thing was, the two solutions are either bypassing or getting a new engine, which are one is both of them are long waits to be
Yeah.
exact, right? So I was like, okay, cool. Let me go on Facebook and search for like an engine, like engine for said phone, right? Search for then I see a guy. He's selling. Apparently, he has like stacks of them. I'm like, okay, cool.
All right.
He has stacks. Okay, let me hit him up. I'm like, big man, what's the situation? He's like, I know. I stay in Northwestern Province. I'm sure you know what town is Northwestern Province, right?
Yeah.
I stay in Northwestern Province, but I can send it to you.
Okay.
So he asked me, how much? I asked, how much? He's like, 3 pin. I was like, big man, I don't have that much money.
Okay.
Let me do a 2.5. But I can only send the 2.5 if I have the password in my hand,
Yeah.
right? And he's like, but me, I don't trust people online. I was like, no, you don't trust people online. So
Same way I do not trust you. Yeah.
yeah, right?
But
Yeah. So I was like, okay, cool, let's do this. Let me send you something just to send the parcel.
Oh yeah.
Just to send the parcel. Not for Nanka, not for payment, because I can't really start much money just for something
And
to not.
you don't know him in person.
I don't know him. I don't know in person. I need a phone.
Okay.
I know I'm desperate, but I'm not that desperate. Like I'm not 5 years old desperate, right?
Oh yeah.
Right? I'm not 5, so you can't call me like that. Anyway, so the following day, he calls me. He's like, big man, where is the location for sending? I said, no, I don't know. It's Kitwe. I've sent, but I made a mistake. I sent to Rusak.
But we talked about this. You obviously have to have it in your hand.
Yeah, so that was the first red flag. But I was
But it's good you never paid the money.
yeah, first red flag, right? And it gets funnier. First red flag. So I need some more to send. Then I just like giggled like, big man, how much? Because I don't have. I told you. Jesus Christ, it's my mother. I don't understand him. So does I think 2 minutes whatever bene. Because phone your foot nayo phone alitoa mkurungisha. Hello. Charging system. Ishteni. Acha utapata kwa kusajili hivyo. Inshi inshira mahera. Nimbona number yashira mahera kai abatete njima kondes. But abatete njima konde apazo. Abatete nsere. Ndiko busy ndiko njito. The young thing, the Korean is 18 hours. Number case, number no Sunday, ang Sunday 18 hours. Kaya drop me ro. Ah, eh, eh, sausage, my chauffeur. Sausage. No, if you open stuff, you 280. Ubunga ni 80 kwacha. Ubunga 180. 180. No.
You're coping on this part, right?
Ma'am. Okay, twararanda. Muri 120 change. Muri 120 change. Okay. Jesus.
Let's get back to
From
it.
duties. Anyway, how far? 22. Anyway.
What were we talking about?
Yeah. So, sorry guys, technical break, technical difficulties, or technical phone calls, to be exact.
A little bit of both.
A bit of both. Yeah. So he's like, just trust me, just trust me, just trust me. I was like, okay, fine. The thing is, I can trust you, but I'm not going to give you 200. Because that's what you're like, I just sent 200. No, I need 200.
So for you to send it back to Copper about now.
No, for him to send another one because he apparently has multiple.
It's not even adding up, yeah?
Yeah, right? Then I was just like, big man, okay. Anyway, if you are being genuine, it's good. I'll send you another 60. But he wanted 200. No, I need to buy bubble wrap. So I was like, a big one. I don't have that much.
All right.
And he show, Java's business, okay, no, just send. Like, cool. So I asked him, you should send the receipt,
Yeah.
right? And then he delays. He doesn't send the receipt. I'm okay, cool. I'm just like, okay, fine. I'll wait. 2 days later, I go to the company where the sending company he was supposed to send to. I think the thing is, it's a big company, so they send you a message when something reaches, right?
Yeah.
So I go there and I ask her, big man, aunties, because my aunties were
Yeah.
my aunties, takisho kapasa kufuma kuna Western, right? And then they were like, no passwords.
You never tried to reach the other side to see if someone actually sent.
The thing is that if I need they need a number. Like there's such a number on that receipt that you can like kind of track the movements of the same parcel.
All right.
But because he didn't send the receipt, I couldn't get it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just like, okay. Cool. I call him and I say, big man, the parcel isn't here. I know it's been sent. I sent it to my Chan is going to reach. But where's the money?
So he wants you to send money for something that you have not received yet. And then you made a deal, unless if it was the other way around, where you needed to send money first and then him sending second, yeah?
Okay, I told him from the get-go, I'm not going to send money for something I haven't touched.
And I'm very skeptical with these online things.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So I told him, I'm not going to send you money for something I haven't touched from the get-go. So you should know this, and you should be okay with the fact that we're both going to lose out. If this is actually there, we're both going to lose out.
All right.
Right? So he said, okay, now I'm going into Congo. Can you send me something? I was like, I can't send you something for a parcel that's not here, boss. Okay, fine. He goes into Congo. He comes back and he's like, I'm back. Can you send the money? I was like, no.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Send the money for something that you do not have.
Hey.
You did not keep track and
Like I need the receipt, so I'm asking for the receipt so we can track the Nankani. Because I have a friend who works for same state company. And they can track it for me. See if it's still that side or it's somewhere here and it's just missing. They just haven't like found it, right? And then they're like, okay, then he's like, okay, boss, but me, I trust you. Why can't you trust me? I was like, there's too much money for you to trust.
Yeah, and I don't know you.
I don't know you, big man. You can see even people I know I wouldn't trust like I would, knowing me.
No, you know, right?
Knowing me, I would. But even people I know, I would be very skeptical to give them that much money.
You're right.
But depending on how deeply you need it, most likely I would give it to you.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Anyway, so I'm like, Sat, that's what happening. Okay, cool. Fine. So it goes quiet. Then the other day, and it basically literally it's been like 2 weeks now, right? And
You are
still nothing.
receiving, and you didn't have any off feeling about that.
I've always had the off feeling, but I just like, I just like charged it.
All right, as long as your money is not yet in, you're like, okay.
Yeah. I was like, I haven't sent anything. I haven't sent anything of like significant substance,
Yeah.
right? So in my head, I'm just like, if it's not there, it's not there. Charge it to the game, right? Cool. So the other day he texts me. He was like, boss, I called said company and they said it's still here, but it will be there Thursday or Friday. I was like, Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? No, Tuesday. It'll be there Thursday or Friday. I was like, okay, cool. Thanks, boss. Thanks for thanks for the update. Okay, cool. And then I don't reply to the message. He's like, you've gone quiet. And I'm not going to reply to that because that's clearly, I know what it's going to want.
Yeah, because he wants you to send the money now that he's assured you that the person is on the way.
Exactly.
Oh.
And I'm like, and he's like, where's the money? It's like, big man, what's going on? I was like, he's like, this is why I cancel orders.
What do you
Actually,
mean? How can you cancel something that you're supposed to send 2 weeks ago?
Hey,
like, it's not even
it
making
doesn't
sense.
make sense.
Yeah.
I was like, then he's like, this is why I cancel orders because people are being non-kind, people are being non-kind. Me, I'm going to Congo tomorrow, so you should, you should make plans now, or you're not getting your parcel. And I'm like, big man, you pressuring me into sending you money doesn't make you trust you more. Because I asked you for the receipt this whole time. And it's not a pressure. The receipt is just evidence that you've sent
You've
something.
sent. So that at least if I receive a receipt, I would even send you the money knowing that, okay, at least this is on transit.
Is a transit.
Yeah.
And then whatever comes inside, it's come. But then again, it's come, right? But you sent something.
Yeah.
But you haven't sent anything, right? So he's just like,
And I think he was so dumb. Like, he didn't even know the right way of scamming someone.
so he
Not that I know,
but-
but at least you do it better if you're in his shoes.
so he refused. Like, no, I can't give you the receipt. And why? Because if you have the receipt, you might as well just have the parcel. Like, I don't have if I have a receipt, I don't have the parcel. What do you mean? I have to go collect it still, and I would let you know if I collect it and then send you the money.
Yeah.
But I can't pay for something I'm not holding, and I've told you this from the get go. And he's like, fine, I'm canceling the order. Make your plans. Either you're sending the money tonight, or the parcel is not coming, and I'll send you back whatever money you spent on this.
I agree with that. Then.
And I was like, okay, that's fine. I might as well because I'm better off just buying something online because even though it's going to be more expensive, at least it's more guaranteed that it's actually going to come.
Yeah.
As opposed to me waiting for you to send something that doesn't exist. So, big man, yeah.
Wow. That was
Yeah.
odd. Yeah.
Now it's been about 2 weeks. The saga of the
Did
phone.
he send back?
The 120 I spent on him. He hasn't.
He can never send back. They never do.
I'll send it tomorrow. Those are small issues. He's not going to send it back. We all know this.
Yeah, we know.
We know this, and it's a lot of money. It's touched me, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm okay with losing that much money as long as I didn't lose the whole lot of it.
In this economy, every coin counts.
Every coin counts. It's a loss, but it's not that big of a loss.
Yeah. Sometimes you just forget as long as you already have your money intact. Imagine
Exactly.
losing that amount in this economy. You just
I can
stress
cry.
to add to your problems and everything. Yeah.
Could be the worst ever. But anyway, so have you been scammed?
Well,
Okay, we'll be back after the break. Ain't the mic once again. Oh my God.
hello.
Hello, we are back again. Thank you for waiting for the thing to pass the screen.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back again, and I asked Christabel one question. Have you ever been scammed?
Yes, I have. And I don't know how to put this, but the kind of scamming which I was involved in is not the regular one. The one that you hear daily, it's a different one. where at first I didn't even know that I was scammed. So I don't know if you get right through it or you still have more questions for me.
Okay, so I'll ask. So how what since you're saying it wasn't like a regular scamming, in most situations, people scamming are people you don't know, right? So
Exactly.
did you like know this person who was scamming you?
All right. So I can put it like this. The person who scammed me was my ex-boyfriend. That's something you hear every day, right?
That's what I hear every
That's something
day.
you hear every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can start with how the whole incident started from way back, but like just try to juggle through it
Okay.
up
Yeah.
to the time that the whole scamming started,
Yeah.
right?
So hold on.
Okay.
How long were you with this person before?
How long I was? I was with this person for, is it 4 months, from February up to somewhere June? Yeah, I don't know. That's 4 5 months roughly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Four. Yeah. And then broke up due to some certain circumstances. So after that, like we all went off on each other. Like, okay, not the kind of breakup where you become enemies, shout at each other, put each other's ears off. No, this is the type like, okay, this won't work because of ABCD reasons. Go your way, I go mine. All right, all right. And then I got back to my school. He gets back to whatever he's doing. Right, I'm not in his life anymore. So that goes on. Like we go off on each other for a long time, up to somewhere. Is it the first week of December? Yeah, just the same December, the first week of December. And then after the whole incident, like he just reaches out, hi, and you're like, oh, this person's around. Hi, you say hi back. Yeah, hi, how have you been? Like, sister, how is school going? Oh yeah, school is going like this. Oh, all right, how is work going? And his response is, oh, work is fine. Like, oh, you're no longer working like this. And no, no, like, okay, not too many details on that, but okay, yes. How's it going? When are you closing school? Like, oh, just in 2 weeks' time. And Karen, by the time that he was reaching me, I was already having my exam. So it was just like, okay, not constant conversation, but just like checking in on each other. Oh, how is it going there? All right, all right. But not the type that like you're trying to get back in a relationship, but just like, okay, mutual understanding. Let's be cool because we did not break up on bad grounds. Yeah. All right. So the whole thing, like, okay, this is someone you trusted with your life at some point. Like, this was your every person. Like, he was someone that you were looking forward to talking to every time. So you obviously have a soft spot for them, and you trust them to a certain extent, right? All right. So my exams keep going, just reaching out. Hi, he will call sometimes. How's your paper? Okay, my papers are like this. All right, all right, all right. Well, how was work? I know work was like this. No, today I'm tired. They made me overwork. ABCD, ABCD, ABCD. Like, okay, okay, okay. That happens. So I'm closing school, right? Like I'm closing school in 3 days. This person reaches out, when are you coming back home? I'm like, most likely Thursday. Oh, all right. Thursday, all right. I'll come say hi, Sam. Then I felt like it was a bit weird. Why is my ex wanting to meet? But then I was like,
What if you wanted you back?
yeah, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
that's the first thought that came in my head. Like, he probably just misses me or ABCD,
a
but
question.
we do not.
Let me ask. So let's say, he says, okay, are you about on Thursday? And you're like, yeah, I'm coming on Thursday. So I'm trying to make your voice. Hey, yeah, I'm coming on Thursday. And then what if his approach was, okay, cool, let's get back together. Or the
I don't think I would ever be in a position to get back with an ex that we broke up for certain reasons.
or those certain
Yeah,
reasons.
certain reasons that you cannot air out right now. But I'll just be comfortable with the whole friendship part and not to blow my own trumpet. But I think I have a soft heart for people. Like I'm not a person who's bad on people. I'm just like I'm this person who likes to be friendly around people. So I do not often come out with that approach that's like no scary, don't talk to me type of person. Yeah, like just you can be free around me. So I think that's what made him comfortable. The fact that I'm a friendly person, like hi, I would respond in that tone because okay, there's no reason to be rude at all in this world. Like why not just be happy? There's no harm in being happy. So we can proceed with the story, right? So like that happens. Keeps asking, oh, you're coming back on Thursday, yeah. So the same Thursday, like Thursday morning, this guy calls to ask for an amount, like can you please give me something like an 80 kwacha? I'll give it back. Then he tries to make it sound like he's in a rush. It's not something that he has to start explaining, yeah. And then I'm like, 80 kwacha, like a guy asking for, it's normal for a male friend to come over, but I think it's so rare in our generation, and there's a certain way that someone has to be comfortable around you for them to seek for financial help from you, right?
Especially from ladies.
Yes, from ladies. And this is someone that you haven't been talking to for a while, and this is your ex-girlfriend. You obviously have to have that kind of pride. Like, my ex-girlfriend woman, I'm all for me. You get what I mean?
There's this thing, this pride that guys mostly have for like they can't ask women for money.
Yeah, there's that. And he
There's
did, like, and then I was like, wait.
I don't have that pride. I'm not for money. Give me.
I'll give you. All right.
Since you give me money.
That goes on. Like, it's a gotcha. At first, I'm a bit skeptical, but I'm like, no. Even me, I feel more like, why can't I just give him? Okay. And no, I'll give it back. It was just like him asking for it, and he gave me back. And then his reason was, no, I'm going to a meeting at it's the named school. Yeah, just around here. I'm going for a meeting with my company. That's where I'm having a meeting from, but I don't have gas. I paid 3 months rentals, and then he tries to calculate an amount for over 11,000 rentals. I'm like, 3 months. I'm like, okay, I'm friends with high class. You get what I mean, right? You don't question too much. You do not question too much. And then I give him. Then just from there, he's like a bit off. Okay, when I starting off, like, okay, I'm actually just starting off right now. I'm waiting for a friend to get a cab that will drive us to the station. From there, we get back home. All right. When you get home, I'll pick you up. Okay, that's not a problem. You get there, like, this person is just a bit skeptical. They go off on you, but then I'm trying not so much to lean on you. Like, why am I going to start leaning on an ex? Like, okay, I don't even try to assist. But after reaching Friday, I try to, like, casually as to say, I'm actually broke. I need bundles. But then this person doesn't mention anything about giving you back your money, and you're also in that state of like, I'm being there, you get what I mean? Like, hey, man. So small, like, this person will just mean more for me.
If you owe me a 50 kwacha, give me back.
Like, let me just be all cool. If he's responsible enough, he will know that, okay, this person, she's obviously a student, she doesn't have an income, I'll need to give her the back that I 80 kwacha, right? So that happens. The whole story, like, okay. So Friday, like, wait, do you have your laptop right now? That's the second question he asks. And that's on Friday, I'm already home, right? And then apparently he's at work. Do you have your laptop right now? I'm like, laptop, yes. Why? What's the question? My laptop crashed. I gave some guy to fix. So after that, can you please lend me yours? I'll just need to use it for some hours and I'll be giving it back. And that was on a Friday. So in my head, I'm like, laptop, you know how you are sentimental about your phone, you're sentimental about your laptop. Like, those are your babies. That's something that you just want with you all the time. Like, okay, laptop, shiny, and you this load shedding is more like your power pack again. It's something that's supporting your phone, you know. You rely so much on it. And I'm like, I try to fabricate a lie to say, okay, at least if I make this lie up, he'll find an option B. Yes, and he won't be bothering me so much about the whole thing. Okay. Laptop was like, okay, I left my power pack with my roommate back in school, and she's traveling back on Sunday. She still has the paper on Friday. That's the same Friday. She still has the paper today, and then she's most likely to move on Sunday because she doesn't like to rush. She will obviously have to pack tomorrow. Like, let's try to create a lie that you understand. It's like, power pack. I even go ahead as in, do you have a Dell small pin? Like, obviously no brands, but do you have a small pin for like that can be used to charge the laptop? They go like, okay, I think I can try to find, but I'm like, no, you cannot use the laptop without your assist. Oh, all right, I understand. Saturday he's calling. Is your said roommate back? I'm like, no, she's not. I'm in pressure. I need to do coding for work. Blah 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 blah. Like, they try to. This person says he's an IT person, right?
But PCID crash, I feel like
yeah, like he's an IT person, and then he says he needs to do coding and put on his phone. Obviously, I'm dumb. I'm under school of business. I do not know anything about IT, right? And I'm like, it's making sense. Obviously, anyone will just make up something that's not in my field and I'll get it right there. And they're like, okay, this is probably telling the truth. He becomes so desperate on Sunday. And I'm like, okay, I've managed to get the power back, but you said you needed to go to use it on Saturday, so I think it's too late. Like, I'm trying to make up a lie for him, not just to keep asking for it. He goes like, no, actually work is tomorrow. So the only thing I need from you is your laptop. Give it. I'm like, okay, I'm supposed to submit my internship letter somewhere. By morning, I can meet you. Like by then, I succumbed to him asking me for the laptop. Like, it's too much pressure. And why? I don't like to be pressured like that. Let me just give you
Because
what
he
you
keeps
want. You
asking.
give it back.
Yeah, because he kept asking for it.
Yeah, and it's not something that you can think of like, okay, this person is the worst. You will obviously see an angel that you used to see back then, yeah. Suddenly, this person is closer. Like, okay, in 30 minutes, I'll be at this certain healing station where you border from. Let me meet you and get your whole laptop. Like, and I'm like, why didn't you just wait for me to come back? Then you said the whole coding cannot take more than 4 hours. When I'm back, maybe mostly by 13, 14 again. He still figures out a way of trying to just drive me away from the whole thing. And then just to cut the long story short, I met him. And he promised like, okay, this is 10 by 17. I'm giving you back your laptop. Like, okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure by 17 I'll also be back, relaxed, obviously, bathed and changed for me to just come meet you where I met you and get it. All right. So I head off to the certain company to drop off my internship letter because overtouchment say BCD. Yeah, I go off there and I even go off like I forget about it because it's not something that I'm supposed to worry about. And he also goes off with my laptop. So somewhere around 16, 17, I get home. Then it hits me to say, actually, I haven't texted this person over my laptop. Yeah. So let me try to reach them and see if they are actually done. So I tried to call this person 4 times. Like, because I call them, you give them some time, like they are obviously not there for. I call them again. And then you're like, this person does not pick up. Next thing at 18:30, they start to be very disrespectful. And then you're wondering, like, wait, am I talking to the same person? Let me try to recheck the number. Like, what's going on? They become very disrespectful because you know how someone would try to find certain tactics of driving you away from the actual issue that's happening there, right? So you start to feel like, okay, maybe it's because of this is why this is happening. So this person tries to access my laptop has my personal WhatsApp. Yeah, because of school things. Like my personal, it's linked to my phone. This person gets in my private conversations. They get in my private conversations. They screenshot their whole things. They send them back to me, and then threats start. Not that there was anything explicit, but obviously just private conversations are private conversations. That's why it's called WhatsApp end-to-end encryption. Yeah. So they get through the assist there, the whole conversation. They screenshot, they start to threaten you, they start to say things. And I'm so confused, like, wait, isn't that my private conversation? Like, what privacy?
Like how did you get into my private?
Like, yeah, and then he goes like, privacy, my food, it's just to call you names, obviously it's like shame at some point. I'm like, okay, I don't understand where this is adding up. You needed to do your work, and after you're done doing your work, you give me back the laptop. Nanga, this middle part, where is it coming from? The whole insulting thing. I don't think I can face you right now. Like, first of all, where is the facing me? Give me back my laptop. I obviously need it for my work tomorrow. You would go back to your work. No, I can't see right now. Now, there I'm so confused. Like, I'm not having my laptop, and then this person is trying to act a certain way. Like, okay, I try to relax. They are probably, but why they can't be upset there because I'm not dating. This is someone that you just used to date in the past, and he has no right to anything that you're doing at the moment. You get what I mean, right? But then they just try to use that as an opportunity to lure you from the actual problem there. So I don't see it as it is there. And then I'm just like, okay, this person is obviously mad. Tomorrow morning, I'll try to give him a call to get my laptop back. I tried calling him. Both my numbers are blocked next day in the morning. And I'm like, okay, now shit is getting real. Sorry for cursing. Like, things are getting real here. Blocked. Someone has your laptop. They've blocked you. You get what I mean, right? I get my mother's number. I try to call. He picks up. He hears my voice. He cuts. He blocks it. I'm like, no. But then this person has just kept a way of communicating with me so that I do not become so suspicious to an extent of reaching the police. You get what I mean? Like on WhatsApp, he goes like, no, you're disturbing me. I'm at work. That's his explanation. And with you, like, obviously it will make sense to you. Okay, like, okay, we are bothering him. He's probably can you and at that point, like, okay, I've been too kind, and then this person is obviously been extremely rude. I try to force him to like, can you please give me back my laptop? The whole issue is wait for me to knock off at 17. 17, his phone goes off. It goes on at 22, and he tells you to say, come and get it. Like 22:30, which girl child in Zambia? Which parents will allow a girl child to step out of the house at 22:30? The whole issue just starts escalating, like, to cut a long story short. Wednesday, he tells me to go stand somewhere by the station to wait for him. Apparently, no, there was bad network. I couldn't reach you. I've gone for work. In the evening, I tried to wait for him. I tried to give him multiple calls. Next thing is, no, I'm going to Ndola for a funeral. Like, everything is not adding up. You get what I mean? I know okay, if you've left the laptop at home, give your younger sister to at least bring it. You get what I mean? To bring it. Because I didn't know where he stayed. That's not the level of our relationship. Because he was my ex-boyfriend. I wasn't supposed to know anything that was involved with him at that point. Yeah. Where he moved, whatever. Yeah. So his younger sister, like, he's, hey, I know I can't be involving my family in, like, what do you mean? So everything is not making sense, and at that point, I start to stress really hard. I lose my appetite because this person is having your personal information, right? They keep threatening you, they keep to insult you, and they still have your personal laptop. And how do you tell parents if they ask, where's your laptop? Get what I mean? You're just there in a fix, like, what do I do next? I think that's the most point where I used my brain, then I do not use it, like, okay, what do I do now? You're just there so stuck. At some point, you even develop temper issues at home. Why like this? I always frown you, but it's because of the things that you're going through. Like, okay, what do I do? Should I go to the police? But in your head, you're like, no, but he looks like he's willing. He's just probably occupied because he's got work. You get what I mean, right? I'm trying to make up excuses for him in my head so that the issue doesn't escalate. Wednesday, no, I've gone to Ndola. That's the time that I was like in my head, like, okay, at this point, if there's no solution tomorrow, I reach the police station. It's a scamming extent of even reaching the police because this person is not showing any signs of giving you back your personal item that you just gave them to
use for a certain hour.
use for like 5 hours or 6 hours. I don't know, that was 5, 6, 7 hours. You get what I mean, right? Yeah. So the whole thing happens. The whole story keeps going on. Thursday, the time that I told him I'll go to the police, next thing is he gives me a direct call. Like, he's blocked me, but he gives me a direct call to say, I've actually managed to go to town from the same funeral house. I'm by whatever in Ndola town and the like. So by something. Let me send for you your laptop. Like, okay, send me money. And in your heart, you're like, wait, it's me who's inconvenienced. It's you who's supposed to provide the assist. Next thing, he's starting to say things like, no, I can never use my money on you. Like, I really do not even want you to use your money. Just give me back the laptop. Either you send it or you wait for me. Then from the time that the whole funeral finishes, when I'll bring your laptop. I'm like, in your head, you're boiling. Your head is boiling. You're just fighting between your parents knowing the whole situation and you getting your laptop back, and you do not even know where he is, where to find him. At some point, you try to involve people. Like, oh, they tell you go to Zikta, but like the whole process is so long, you don't know where to face. And then after that, I end up sending him some money. I sent him like half. Not actually half. I told him the amount that he told me, and then he calls me after 20 minutes. He said, "Actually, what's your whole laptop worth?" And I don't know if at that point I can say I'm so dumb, but I actually told him to say the laptop worth is this much. No, the reason why they're asking is because they want to know the laptop worth, and then 10% is what you pay for you to send it. Like, from that to Kate, I said, I do not have that kind of money right now. He goes like, okay, I've actually negotiated for you up to this amount. I'm like, so at dinner, but in my heart, I'm just like, okay, I just want to get it back. I try to find ways of finding that money. Within 10 minutes, I send for him. I call him to find out, to say, I have sent. What time are you sending? Okay, just show for some time. We're still getting certain things for the funeral. I'll tell you when I have sent. And he goes off. Like, that's Thursday now. From Monday, that's Thursday. And now he goes off. Now that time he's even stopped picking. He's turned off his blue ticks. He's not dipping. And you're like, wait. In your heart, you're like, okay, but this person is an honorable person. There's no way he can be acting like this. You're trying to justify it with the whole thing of maybe he's just
busy.
Busy, yes, and maybe he's just mad over the texts. But like, you're just trying to put a lot of justifications for him, not that he's told you. You just, because you do not see the certain person like that. You know how you see certain people like, you're just like, Simapala is this soft person. Like, you know what I mean, right? There's no way that I'd ever think evil for you. So that goes on. The whole story keeps going on. And the next thing is, okay, the police. But I'm like, I still think of myself as the child because I'm the last born. There's a way that I do not do things for myself forefront. Like, I need my mother to be there. I get what I mean. But then this time, I just gather the courage on a Friday. Let me bath. Let me go to the police station. I go to the police station, but our Zambian police station, they'll keep ask you questions. They'll be so uninterested. Like, they just, as long as they've attended to you, it's not like, they are priority at that point. They are tired people. Next thing, okay. Now, if you don't know where to find them, we also don't know. What are you going to do? Like, if I knew what to do, I wouldn't come to you, but we're obviously not demeaning the police people right now. But it was just obviously a certain process that looked fatal, like something that wasn't going to go through. At that point, I started to cry a lot. I started to eat less. Obviously, everyone will be just like, over a laptop, she's overreacting like that. But it's obviously a lot. Obviously, private conversations, my laptop, and just being in a fix where, how is this happening to me at this point? Because certain people like me do not know how to handle stress. So I'm starting to overstress, to eat less, and the whole thing just keeps
Getting worse.
yeah, it keeps getting worse. Sad, and then I'm like, okay, this weekend I'm just going to God, like that. Continues to happen. Monday reaches. No response from this person. No text whatsoever. From Thursday, from the time that I sent him the certain money that he needed to send my laptop twice. I sent the money twice. So that it would add up to a certain percentage for him to send the laptop from Ndola to Kitwe. And I'm like, okay, here, I need to put my mind together. I'm like, okay, workplace. In my head, workplace. I try to add the dots. I get there. And then guess what? This person does not work there. And I know.
How do you find out about his workplace? How do you find out about his workplace?
I think I added the dots of, he mentioned something, the workplace is near certain points. Like whenever, back then, he would mention certain points that were pointing to his workplace. So when I get there and I ask for the name, they automatically know him. He was fired 6 months ago. For what? For theft. Theft of over certain amount. And then after finding out that he stole that over the camera, they had to backdate and see more things. And then there was a huge amount that has been missing now, and everything was traced back to him. Yeah, so he was just 6 months ago. That same time from we're not talking. And then this guy keeps pretending that he's working. I don't know if it was to keep up appearances, and then he goes on and comes to ask for my laptop for whatever reasons. And then the reason why he asked for my laptop was for work, but then the work which he does not go to. I don't know if you're following
I get
me.
it. I get that.
So at that point, that's when I felt like, okay, let me just sit down. I didn't even care how I stepped out of the house. I was just looking so disorganized. I haven't eaten. I'm just in a state like, okay, what do I do? And I'm the type who stresses, who sleeps, who does what, but I am not the type to give up on certain things. Like if I have put my mind to certain things, like I don't give up. Let me just, what next? The same workmates. You're trying to look at the time.
Yeah, I'm thinking of it, yeah.
Oh yeah, let me just be fast. Some workmates try to give me certain information about him. Like, no, you find him here. He does, like, they don't know his exact place where he stays. The next thing, they're mentioning baby mamas. They're mentioning like things that I never knew. Like they start to mention a whole different person. And in my head, I'm like, wait, this is the same person that I dated. And then at that point, the whole information that these people keep giving me is like the only thing that I knew about this person that was true was his name and his surname only. Nothing else. Everything else was so different. The whole apartment thing, renting, paying for 3 months, asking for more money, that was all a scam because this person apparently lived with his mother. So I think the whole topic here is not only about scam, but also about lying to a certain extent that does not...
Guys, just so you know, guys, there's no shame in staying with your parents.
There's no shame.
There really isn't. There really isn't, guys. If
you keep lying, like, I have rentals, I'm paying 5,000. Like, oh, sorry for mentioning certain.
If you stay with your uncle.
Yeah, but this is all a lie. Like, everything has been a lie. You keep lying and you keep adding more lies because you know how you lie. You need to be backing up your lies. No, this time I'm doing this. Oh, this time I'm working by my farm. But all that is a lie. Like the workmates disclose a different type of person, and they're actually worried for you because you're not the first person to go looking for him because this person has been doing this all along. But now my mind, like my focus shifts to say, okay, I'm not dealing with this person. I'm dealing with a scammer now.
Mm-hmm.
And then in your head, like, wait, how dumb was I to an extent of even not seeing that I was seeing a scam at some point? But good thing is maybe the whole long distance relationship of school and home, like, it just,
Never
you
clicked.
never saw it as it was. I don't know how I can put it. Maybe school pressure.
No, I
I do
understand. I
not have any
understand.
justification at this point.
It's more of the you went together for like the longest time.
Yeah, for the longest 4 months is just like too little, but
And then again, in that 4 months,
and you would end up
most of it was very just here
like
visit.
long distance. Okay, it doesn't work out. Separate ways. You get what I mean, right? So like you start to figure out like where to find him next, and then at that point I was like, okay, I have been scammed. This whole thing of no, this person was scammed. They what? They saw them a different car. These things actually happen. And then what makes matters worse is it's not like a scammer is from the social media, is someone, this is someone that you knew, someone who you had in your contact, someone you've talked to, someone you've interacted with. You get what I mean? So like after that point they're like, okay, here we have to find a solution. These people, like, obviously this is a blow in your face. This person even has a baby mama, a baby, they have what? But that is not my point. And like, this is not even my focus at this point. The whole focus is probably getting this person arrested. Obviously, firstly, for getting what's this, for getting money out of me, for like, and just under false pretense. He was obviously lying. Second thing is threatening me to release those things on the social media,
That's blackmail.
like blackmail. Exactly. It wasn't something that would even make me trend, but it was obviously personal conversations. You obviously flirted here and there, like, yes, you obviously have important family information that you've talked to your siblings like this. You get what I mean? Like, that is supposed to be with you only. Yeah. So there is that. And thirdly, theft. The police, you try to reach them. The only thing they are telling me is, number, wala twala kuisa call out. If I know where he is, I would have taken the call out. Like, everything is just there, but he knows that the police are looking for him because they sent him a direct message to say, show up at whatever police station. And he ignored that. Imagine actually ignoring the police station, the police officers. So the whole issue continues, and at that point, I'm like, okay, at least I've gotten somewhere. These people have told me ABCD. Now I just start to look for him where they've told me to look for him, but not his actual workplace. I go to his mother's workplace. I go where, and then at that point, I remember moving from like 9 up to 17, just going from one place to another, so tired, so drained. I'm like, okay, I just need to find a solution, because the more I sit at home, the more this issue will keep escalating. I'm not having my laptop. My parents are not aware that I'm not having my laptop, and they do not know the circumstances in which I lost my laptop, because I just came back from school. You get what I mean, right? So the whole thing continues, and then next thing is the workmates come to say there's a friend who used to take him home the time that he used to work here. He actually knows his location, and at that point I'm like, okay, there's actually something to look forward to. It's not like I'm chasing something that's blank. Like this, I'm just chasing the wind. You do not know where it's leading. At least there I know they'll say, okay, I'm getting somewhere.
Okay.
Next day.
Before we go to the next day, the next chapter about the story, we're going to go on a break, so you can take a breather, drink some water, because you've talked, and I'm here being very attentive, and I tell people also being very attentive because they want to hear the story.
Yeah, it's something that's.
It's a very catchy story. But anyway, we'll be back shortly after the break.
Go.
Anyway, hey guys, we're back.
Hi.
And where we left off, we'll pick up where we left off. It gets juicy. It gets less juicy or more juicy?
It gets more juicy.
It gets more juicy.
Yeah.
So we left the part where you found his friend or so.
Yeah, a certain friend, the same people I want to see by the horses.
Maybe
The
workplace,
certain friend's number. Say, this person will actually lead you to where he says, because he used to drop him off at some point. Yeah. So the whole thing is like the exact day was Christmas Day, and you know how you want to spend Christmas Day with your family, but then at that day, I just had to create a very strong lie, like, okay, if I miss this opportunity, I'm never having my laptop back. So I left as early as 9 to wait for the certain friend to meet me by a certain place we agreed on to take me to a certain place where he stayed. So the whole thing we organized properly, and the good thing is this person was very willing to help me, because apparently they've also gotten into a scamming situation where they had to reach the police station. One was arrested, one was left out. Like, yeah, it's not something that I'm supposed to be telling here.
It's
Yeah,
someone else's
so
story.
that's the reason why the friend had that drive to
Today.
I think to her, because this person has been bothering everyone. Yes, you get what I mean. And this person that is in question is someone who's very representable. Like, no one would even in their wildest dream think this person would scam them. You get what I mean, right? No wonder he's obviously successful with his scams. Yeah, obviously you have to have a certain appearance. You'll see someone, you're like, this is a thief, but so it's slightly dressed people, and you're like, okay, no, this one can't be a thief. So we're in that part. So, anyways, we proceed. We get to the mother's place. We get to the mother's place, and then like the mother gives us a certain look, like I think she already knows what's going on because she knows the son. And then you try to explain to her, and she goes like, I said, sir. And no, she was like, no, I've never seen something like that, but just give me a second. So I'm not going to explain to many details there. There was dragging, where they dragged him out, forced to tell us where the laptop was taken. And then we dropped the bomb now because the laptop was taken to some guy for collateral. He took my laptop and got money. This whole thing of not wanting to be broke, you end up stealing. You get what I mean? He got my laptop and went and got certain money, knowing that I would not find him. So meaning that money was just free to him. Give the laptop, whatever worth it was, because a certain amount that he got was even just like half the amount that the laptop costed. So he got half, went away with it, and just left the laptop at the collateral place. Knowing that I do not have any way of finding him. I don't know where he stays. He knows that he doesn't work at his old workplace. He thought he was clever, but it was when grace is on your side, you obviously find the thief. So that obviously there are a lot of questions. Why? Like certain questions were not answered. This person is just so quiet. Like you'd even think this person is just being lied for. And then I'm just there like, wait, is this the world is this cruel? Like you're getting to grow up and you're getting to see how the world is made. Like, okay, it's not always rose. You know, not everyone will be kind to you. Some people will just see a certain opportunity, take advantage, and they're like, and they just sit there like, wait, what's happening? Next thing is, obviously the mother gets involved, and you can thank her. She was like very helpful. She gets involved. She tries to spearhead the whole thing. Tries to force him to take us to where we walked. Not even getting on a bus, like it was like a stretch, but we walked. Getting to where he took the certain laptop. We got there, collateral people, whatever, discussed with them, and then they were like, no, they should need the amount back now. I think we've gotten to the whole part, and I don't need to explain this whole part more, but there was just like exchange of property, get this, adding up a certain amount, which I was forced to find. Like, let me just find this certain amount, add up, and get my laptop back. So I don't know how to put this, but like that's the whole scam story that I'm still trying to get through, trying to process. Like, how did that happen? Was I a bad person for helping? If something like this happened in future, would I even want to help a friend? Like, I'm in that denial phase of, I don't know if you can call it post-traumatic stress disorder, but I don't think we can put it like that. But I'm just in so much disbelief. Like, okay, there are people who like that who act like this in this world, and the only thing that I just feel like maybe this person deserved to be in jail, but at some point it was not my call. Like, okay, let me just get my property, walk out. If he continues this road, he'll probably get arrested sometime. But with me, as long as I've gotten what I needed, I just walked out of their lives. Everyone blocked their numbers. Let me just start afresh. As long as I have what I have been looking for, and everything else, whatever remains, remains. So like that's the whole story of my scam. Yeah.
That's a wild story, though.
Yeah.
That is a pretty wild story. And there's this thing for trusting people that you know.
Exactly. I was even about to correct you there when you mentioned like, no, if it was someone that I know, I'd send them money, and in my heart I'm like, doesn't know what he's talking
No,
about.
but the thing about trusting people that you know, because you have a certain level of respect for them and
Exactly.
a level of trust. Especially if you've known them for like a while. Okay, I understand you didn't do him for long.
But I think I did. 4 months is a long time.
4 months is a long time.
Of constant talking.
4 months of constant talking is a
Yeah.
long time in terms of building something.
It's trust, yeah.
Yeah, building trust. So I do understand in the sense that it was you trusted him. Yeah, and it's valid. It's pretty valid, and he took your trust for granted.
Exactly.
And You're also getting into your thing and threatening to leak certain information that's not his not his to
Exactly.
share.
The world is a cruel place. At this
Yeah.
point, you just say the world is a cruel place and move on. Because when you start to understand it for what it is, that's when you have your guard up. Like, think things twice before you actually do them. But when you start to see them as all rose, you'll be like, no, this person is just being nice. This is just. But immediately something happens to you, you'll be like, okay, let me open my eyes here. What's happening? So I don't know. You can say the whole experience can either shape you, break you, or just those of us who never had a giving up spirit, we can say it shaped us to be better in certain ways.
Is it anyways? How do
Yeah,
you think it's bettered you?
it's bettered me. Okay, I know this is a very bad thing to say, but not just to trust anyone. It has developed, like, I have trust issues at this point. It sounds so wrong, but to some extent it's right because I will not just succumb to anyone who would want to either get close to me in a certain way, ask for anything, or just be friendly. I'll always question their intentions towards me. Like, what does this person really want for them to be this kind, for them to be this nice? This is the world that's creating toxic people at some point because obviously they always have a story to tell. Like, why are you like this? This happened to me.
Why
This
why
happened.
why why you the way you are?
Why are you the way you are? Like, there's always a backup story to, this person is stingy. No, they're not stingy. They were once scammed. You get what I mean, right? Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. That's a wild story. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Mm, yeah, it's all right. Move on fast.
You move on fast. I see that. Anyway, I think that's the end of it, though. That's the end of it. So, any advice you'd give, not for not getting scammed,
I know, I know.
but for like anyone listening to this for the new year?
Mm, any advice that I would give? I can give the wrong one, but let me just give it a shot. Yeah. Um, I think the advice that I would give to someone is just to love themselves more. Yeah, there's a struggle that people go through to want to please others, but just when you love yourself more, invest in yourself, try to work on the positive things that make you happy. Obviously, not what makes others happy or being a people pleaser. Try to be less of a people pleaser and try to be more into yourself. Not to be selfish, but try to put in yourself. Try to speak to yourself positively, daily affirmations, and when you try to work like that, there's a certain way that you start to see yourself more than you are seen. There'll be less insecurities, less low self-esteem, and you'll be a better person. I think that's the advice that I can give to anyone who's listening to me right now,
Okay.
because I think that's what everyone struggles to love themselves more. Like, they'll just want to please others because they'll feel when they please others, the same people will give them love.
The
But
same way.
if they don't do that, if they do not reciprocate, you start to feel some type of way. But if you have self-love, even if someone does not reciprocate anything, you still find yourself to be this feminist, to be this masculine person, and you continue your life.
Okay, that is wild. That is wild. That is true,
Yeah.
and that is great advice. That is great advice. Yeah. So, guys, love yourself. Be better to yourself. Give yourself grace. Yeah, give yourself grace. Love yourself, and make sure you are good to people.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you're good to people. Make sure you're good to yourself first and foremost, because you can't pour into
An empty cup. From an empty cup,
you
yeah.
can't pour from an empty cup. Yeah, so you need to give yourself grace enough to give others grace, because it's pointless to give other people's grace without giving yourself grace or loving yourself first. You're loving others, you're loving someone else, but you're not loving yourself.
Exactly.
So that's something we all need to learn, and it's quite important to love yourself. So signing out from Palo, from etc. Studios. We are shooting at etc. Studios right opposite Parkland Secondary School. Our sponsors are etc. Science and Technologies. I work here. I guess you know. I almost say I guess you don't know, but you know, I'm almost talking about it here. I work here. We do branding. We do advertising. We do uh, we do large format printing. We do shirts. We do everything. We do everything, man. Everything we can do for you guys. And weddings, we'll now start playing music at weddings. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I was sponsored by Audacity. That's me. Also, oh, another resolution for this year. I need to build on Audacity again. Like last year, I neglected it a lot because uh, I got really held up with my own things that didn't fit the brand. But this year, I am going harder on it. So new merch coming soon. This is an idea I came up with like last month. I know I was feeling lazy to like get it done, but I had to like get it done either way. So signing out from Etc. Studios. This is Palo, and this is
Christabel. Bye.
bye, guys.